Today we are doing my monthly favourites for June, so let's get into it. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing very well. So it wasn't even that long ago that I uploaded my monthly favourites for May, just because the timing of everything that has been going on, it kind of just fell into that. But I have been trying again quite a few things over the past couple of weeks, and even some prior to that. There's two kind of things that I wanted to talk about first, which always ends up being like either a video game, TV show, or something that I've been obsessed with. So I did finish all of the season of The Bear, so I'm a huge fan of that show, like I'm sure many people are. Let me know what you guys think. No spoilers, because I really love that show. This season I felt gripped me a lot more than the last season. But you know what? I think they're kind of trying to keep this going because they know a lot of people do love this show. Like I said, I like this season a lot. I really like the wedding episode, which is like their kind of long episode. But yeah, the ending, I was a bit like, I want more. I needed more from the ending. But yeah, no spoilers because I'm not about that. So let me know if you have watched it, if you have been enjoying it. The next thing I've been really enjoying is Death Stranding 2. So I'm a big gamer, and the first Death Stranding is one of my favourite games of all time. I was absolutely obsessed with it when it came out, and even though it's been like, what, 4 or 5 years since it came out, I was still playing it. Like, I'm one of those people who, because it's an open world game, I love open world, and it's the same with like Red Dead Redemption and Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that. I will keep on playing them until I kind of get bored and find something new. So I still have like my Disney Dreamlight Valley, which I absolutely love because they're always updating it. But because it's Death Stranding, I had to get it, and I have been absolutely loving it. I have been watching Jacksepticeye play it. So he obviously is a big YouTuber who got it before everyone else. So he was uploading, and they're still uploading like daily, and I've been watching them even though they're like almost 3-4 hour videos. And I am playing, not obviously at the same point because I'm not playing for that long of a time, because I still have like a 9-month-old baby who needs a lot of attention, but I'm playing whenever I can, and I am obsessed. I love it so much. Let me know if you play it, what you have been playing, because it's an amazing game. The graphics are insane. The story is still kind of like, I'm still going to terms with the storyline, because with a game like that you really have to be immersed, and the gameplay is amazing. Yes, it is like you're just being a postman, but I feel that to me is so fun. I absolutely love it. So let's go on to some skincare, because I have 2 skincare items that I've been really enjoying this month. Where's the first one? So the first one was kindly sent to me by L'Oreal because I was gifted 2 amazing packages. I said this before, I don't know how they sent it to me, but I am so grateful because it came at a time where I was feeling like absolute crap. And it was something that brought me a lot of joy. I know that sounds silly, but it was something that kind of brought up my spirits. And one of the things in there that I've been using recently is the Revivalift Clinical Anti-UV Fluid. So this is an SPF by L'Oreal, and this is an SPF 50, which is perfect for my skin. I have rosacea, so I need to be very careful anytime I step out on my door, and it has been working wonders on my skin. So many SPF that I've used are very tacky, they're kind of oily and feel horrible on my skin and kind of melt away. This doesn't do that. I've used it quite a few times because London has been very sunny recently, which I like but don't like at the same time. I'm waiting for that autumn to kind of kick in soon. But this has been so great. I think this is normally like maybe £8.99, £10.99 in Superdrug, and I would have bought, if I kind of, when I run out of this, I do want to pick this up, but I'm sure that when I run out of it, it'll probably be winter time. But I know they say to use SPF every single day, which I'm trying my best to, but whenever I use this, I absolutely love it. The next item I've been enjoying is by Beauty of Johnson. Is it Johnson? Johnson. And I got this off their website because they had a massive sale. I got 2 items. So this is their Glow Replenish Rice Milk. So this is essentially a toner, which I've been loving. And I also purchased the face mask, which I haven't had a chance to try yet because every night before I go to bed. It's so difficult to kind of get time to kind of do that skincare routine because you have to keep it on for like 5 to 10 minutes. But this is so convenient, easy to use. So this is their Glow Replenishing Rice Milk, and it's got little bits inside it as well, which I absolutely love. It looks stunning, and I have been loving using this. I've got so many toners that I'm using at the moment, and I will probably do like a skincare video soon, just because I feel like my skin has been doing really well recently. And I'm pretty sure it's because I have a really decent skincare routine. I know what works for me. I know what kind of aggravates my skin, and touch wood, nothing has really broken me out recently. I know I wear a lot of makeup, and the thing is, back in the day, I wasn't wholly aware of, the crazy amount of steps and the what works for me. But now I feel like I'm slowly kind of getting used to like my routine, knowing what I need to use at what point. But this has been so great on my skin. It feels so hydrating, and I know like Korean skincare is going crazy in the UK right now, which I'm loving, because it's so great to see such a diverse kind of skincare regime for people. So yeah, I can't wait to use the mask. Hopefully my next month favorites, I'll be able to talk about it. So let's get on to the makeup, and this is going to be in no particular order, but I've definitely got quite a few things that I have been enjoying. So I'm going to start off with my Lord of the Rings collection that I purchased. So one of my last videos was testing out these two amazing products, and I mentioned that I ordered them the night that they were released, and obviously when it got sent over, a lot of stuff was going on at home, so I wasn't really in the right mindset to kind of film. But now that I have used the palette quite a few times, I am obsessed with this palette. It is absolutely stunning. I have uploaded my reels on here, or if you follow me on TikTok or whatever, you can see them on there. But the whole thing is just stunning. So this is just the palette itself. I mentioned that I love Glam Light. Their packaging and everything is outstanding. The highlighter I do like a lot. However, it's only one shade, and as universal as it can be, it's like a gold shade because it's meant to represent. It's meant to be kind of like the ring. And if you're not really into gold highlighters, this is not really for you. It's definitely pigmented, and again, the packaging is freaking stunning. I can't fault the packaging at all. I wish I could pick up a couple more things, but there really wasn't anything to kind of catch my eye. Like I mentioned, the Sauron lip kit, maybe one day I'll pick it up. We'll see how it goes. But I do really like the palette more than I like the highlighter. Okay, next let's talk about foundation. So this was the biggest surprise to me of this month. So this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint, and I mention this every time I talk about e.l.f., but their foundations are not always my favorite. The last I think it was the soft skin thing that they brought out, I was obsessed, and now this I'm also obsessed. This is not really a tint. This feels like a full coverage foundation to me. I know that's weird to say it. It reminds me of the Maybelline skin tint as well that everyone is obsessed with. I'm actually using it today because I did a TikTok before I filmed this. But I love this so much. The coverage is great. It's really watery, so you kind of have to give it a bit of a shake. It's got like a shaking thing in there, and there's a ton of shades. I have the shade 4 Neutral. I feel like this might be a little bit orange for me. It does slightly oxidize after using it, which I guess can be kind of muted out with a concealer, but if you really don't need to do that, if you don't want to do that, then I would suggest going maybe down a shade or something. But I really like this. Again, I'm so surprised, but it's one of their most expensive products. It's like £14, and I know that's not crazy expensive, but when you think about e.l.f., how they used to be £1, I don't think they were in the UK when they were £1, or they're like $1 obviously in the US, but when they came to UK, I still felt like some of their products were like £3-4, which were absolutely stunning. Like their mini eyeshadow palettes, £4. I think they're amazing. I've always recommended those to people. I think they're amazing. This, again, a massive surprise. I'm loving this a lot. Next, we'll talk about some concealers. So this is not a new product, but it's new to me. So this is the NARS concealer. I completely forgot what it's called. So this is in the shade Madeline, and it is like 2.3 or 23, 2.3. like I mentioned in my kind of review, I wanted to get the smaller version just to see what it was like. I got it from Sephora because they had like a massive sale on, and I've always wanted to try this, and I've been really, really enjoying this, and I've always loved getting minis. I wish brands would bring out minis. There's so many products because it is the perfect way to try something, because I know so many people talk about this. I have the pop version, which I love, and then this, I've always wanted to try it. So the fact that I was able to try a mini is perfect, because once I finish it, I could potentially be buying the big one. So again, it's not the most affordable compared to some of the other products that I'll be talking about today. But for a mini, I think it's like £15, and then on sale, I got it for like 11 or maybe 10, something like that. So it's definitely worth it. I haven't tried NARS in a while because there's not really much I wanted to try, but this I've always wanted to try, and I'm glad I picked it up. Next, I should have spoke about this last month, but I don't think I found it. So this is the Collection Lasting Perfection Ultra Cover Concealer. So this is in the shade Ivory Neutral. So this doe foot is huge, and if you want to kind of cover and get right into those lids, this is perfect. So yeah, Collection have kind of like come up with a ton of new products and a ton of like new packaging, and I really wanted to try this because I hadn't tried a new concealer in such a long time. And at the same time, I purchased the Too Faced one, but to be honest, this one is, well, a lot more affordable. I think this is like £5 or something. And I really love Collection. I feel like they're a brand that have been kind of hidden for a while. It's kind of like Anyway, where you kind of know that they're super affordable, but sometimes people don't try them because they think they're cheap rubbish. But this is so good. This is really full coverage as well. So if you want to hide those blemishes, if you want to hide those under eye bags, really recommend. Next, let's go on to setting powder. So this, in the beginning, I was really unsure about, because when I tried it, I was like, is my brush wet? What is going on? So this is the Makeup Revolution Hydro Core Baking Powder in translucent. So when I went to the event last month, this was part of one of the items that I got in my goodie bag, which I was so excited about. And I've tried this a couple of times now, and I don't know how they do it, but the powder is like a cooling effect, which was insane, because again, I thought it was my brush that was wet, but no, it's this. And it's so difficult to kind of explain and kind of understand how they've done that. But I've been really enjoying it. It's really mattifying. But yeah, I used it under my eyes and kind of everywhere when my friend got married recently, and it lasted quite a while, and it was like a really warm day, and my makeup didn't budge until later on in the evening, which I felt horrible about, but I felt like this did wonders for my skin. Like, my face is always all over the place when it comes to heat, but this I felt was super, super nice on my skin. And I have a setting spray as well, which I haven't had a chance to try, but I'll definitely be using it. So the fact that you get a cooling effect on the setting powder is insane. And I like the packaging because it doesn't like straight away explode, like it's got a little lid. So some setting powders that I have, just you lift up the lid and it's just an explosion. And I hate that, because when I have my fan on, it will just go everywhere, but this has got a nice little kind of contraption on the top. But yeah, this feels like amazing on my skin. Next, let's talk about some blushes. So this is also by Revolution. So this is their Super Dewy Blush Burst. So this is in the shade Strawberry, and this smells amazing. It smells of strawberries as well, which I felt was insane, because I know a lot of products I can't use that are scented, but sometimes I kind of don't care. And the fact that this was given to me as well by Revolution, I'm not going to complain. So this is super buildable. It looks like it doesn't have any pigment, but when I used it, it is absolutely stunning. Like, it's small but mighty. So I really like this a lot. I was going to pick up a shade anyway, but when I went to the event, again, it was part of a goodie bag. So I was like, I don't need to pick up another one unless I feel like obviously there's a couple more shades that might speak to me. But the strawberry one is really nice. I use a brush to kind of buffer it in. Baby's having a great time watching Elmer right now. My hair is constantly falling out. I got it cut the other week when I went to my friend's wedding, and because it's short, it keeps on coming out. So I'm sorry, that's very annoying. But yeah, let's talk about another product. So this product is a very hit and miss for me, and I think I need to use it a couple more times. So this is by Elf. This is their new Sheer Fit Blush Tint. So when I use this, I didn't like it that much. I feel like it's not doing much for me, and I have the shade Cherry Cola. It's it's very light. I haven't tried it on my lips yet because I'm not the biggest fan of using multi-use products on my face and on my lips, but what I might do is use a lip brush to kind of use it, because I've already used it on my cheeks and obviously I just swatched it on my hands. I don't like to kind of mix things just because of, that's just my own bacteria thing, that's fine. But it's okay. I don't think it's my favourite Elf product, but I know that if maybe I try it a few more times, I could probably try and make it work. But this is not it for me, unfortunately. I do have one more blush that I forgot to talk about. So this is Sculpted by Amy, and this is their Cream Luxe Blush. So I got this recently, and I really like this a lot. If I can open it. So this is in the shade Peachy Pink, and this is a cream blush. So I always love using cream blushes over, like, the shade selection wasn't great, but I feel like this one was probably going to match me the best. Next we have some eyeshadow sticks by L'Oreal. So these are the less shadow stick, getting straight to the point. I used this rose gold one recently on one of my videos, and I absolutely love how pigmented they are. They're really, really nice. And this silver one, which is called the silver one is called Ice Sparkle, and this by itself I know is absolutely stunning. I haven't had a chance to try it just yet, but I know that these are really, really lovely. I've been enjoying L'Oreal a lot. I know that I said because they sent me stuff, but the stuff that I've been using I have been enjoying. They're not like ads or anything, and I wouldn't not say that they're good unless they were. Okay, now we're going to end on the lips. So I have a lip liner by Sephora. So I picked this up when I picked up the NARS concealer. So this is their 8-hour colourful transfer proof lip liner in the shade Marvelous Mauve, and they have so many shades. It's the same as their lipsticks, like their bullet lipsticks. The shade range is insane. So it took me a while to kind of like choose a shade, but I really love how kind of purplish it is and like nude toned. I really like it a lot. It's so creamy. I don't know if it lasts 8 hours, but it definitely lasts quite a long time. It doesn't budge that much. So I've got one more lip product now. So this is by Makeup Revolution. This is their gloss stick. So I picked this up on Beauty Bay because they had it and I wanted to get it like the next day. So this is in the shade Toffee Nude. And this is obviously meant to be a dupe for Fenty. I can't remember what it's called. I don't know if it's like Fenty Bomb Stick or something like that. But it's meant to be like a quote-unquote dupe. I've not tried that, so I can't exactly say if it is exactly the same. But this is like super creamy, super softening. I don't know if it's kind of like super melty because of the weather recently. But I love how like crazy hydrating it is. I should have worn it today, but it's fine. I will be using it soon again. But yeah, this is super hydrating. It's super softening. The colour shades are insane. There's quite a few shades. So it took me a while again to decide what shade I wanted. But yeah, I've been loving that a lot. So that is everything. Let me know what you have been enjoying this month. There's again quite a few products for, especially for someone who's not been trying that much makeup this month. But you know, I'm slowly getting back into the routine of uploading videos and sitting down and filming and thinking of ideas for things, because no one always wants to see first impressions again and again. I've got to make use of what I've got. So if you have any ideas of what you want me to film, I'll do like a Q&A, like get ready with me or something soon. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there, and I appreciate you sitting down listening to me ramble on. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.